inside a prison, there's multiple things that people end up getting attacked over. You could come in there with messed up charges. You can be a rat. You could play with somebody's money. You could steal. You can get involved in gambling, not pay your debts, etc. But for this video here, I'm going to be telling y'all the craziest reason that people wanted an inmate's head inside a prison. And I'm going to be real with you. I feel like he deserved everything that was coming. I'm the best, finna be this way till I EOS. Take it how you want, nigga, yeah, I'm a pro. Fuck around, I'll bust your lot while you're at Vizzo. I hate to be this way, but I live for the moment. Waking up every day, show me an opponent. Shanks on deck, hitting bitch with locks. So much pool, I can even start you from the box. You don't wanna pay rent, got me bent. Got lax on deck, your money was well spent. Vultures on the prowl, so don't try testing. Step 2, cause violent first steps finessing. You a hold down man, suitcase this. My cell phone and my charger don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see your ass, you gon' leave airlifted. What's up, y'all? You already know, man. K-Fraud TV back in the building. Y'all go ahead and do me that solid favor, man. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And also make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. I want to tell everybody welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time tuning in, my name's Frog, and almost everything I talk about is prison or jail related. I want people to know what to truly expect if they find themselves stuck in the system. For this video here, I'm going to be talking about the craziest reason inmates wanted another inmate's head. Okay? Now, y'all heard me in the intro. There could be multiple reasons, you know, for somebody to be, you know, on that platter when it comes to inside a prison. You could play with somebody's money. You can owe a debt. You could tell. You could steal. You could have messed up charges. You know, you could just be disrespectful. You know, there's so many different things. But for this one here, I swear, I feel like he got what he deserves, you know, and it was just crazy how many inmates, you know, what he did, how many inmates it affected. Okay, now y'all know when you're locked up and you're inside of a dorm, if you do something, you know, that's bad or you're not supposed to be doing, the whole dorm can get held accountable for it. You know, like the whole dorm can get in trouble for your one simple action, you know, depending on how the guards are at that institution or how it goes. For this situation, the dude didn't really, you know, do anything that got the whole dorm in trouble. But the one thing he did made multiple dorms want his head, all right? Now, it's crazy because me, I'm going to let y'all know off rip. I always loved animals, okay? Animals, reptiles, you know, whether it's reptiles or amphibians or spiders, you know, snakes, which is a reptile, whatever it is, you know, Frog always had a, you know, a thing for him. When I was a kid and shit, I used to like to catch different things and do different stuff, you know? Now, at this prison I was at a particular time, they had people that worked outside the gate that had to walk all up and down these long ass roads with weed eaters, you know, and had to cut this grass, cut it all down there near the water and stuff like that. And when you walk along these waters, you know, you got them boots and them damn, forgot what they're called, but they're like overalls, but they're like waterproof things. And you know, when you're walking near this water with all this stuff on, you got gators that are just, you know, swimming up and down, back and forth. You know, they'll look at you, but they won't really sweat you like that, you feel me? But you fall in that water, you know, it's done data, you get what I'm saying? A totally different, you know, personality of that alligator comes out, you know? So this particular camp I was at, they were known down the street, you know, a couple counties over, I would say, they had, at the work camp, they had a paw program, which is where people got to train dogs, you know, they got to, you know, get close with them and feed them, have one in their cell with them and everything, you know, take care of these dogs. And it was the paw program. Now, there was this dog on the compound at that work camp. Even people at the main institution where I was at knew all about this dog. Everybody would talk about the dog. And that dog happened to be like the coolest dog there was over there. Like, they let him run free around the compound. He wasn't like one that needed to be locked in a cell that 2 inmates were stuck taking care of. You feel me? Instead, it was a dog that everybody liked. He like was known, the guards knew him, and everything like that. Well, one specific day, an inmate, which is the inmate who everybody wanted his head, he ended up grabbing that dog, throwing him in the water near the gator. Now, it didn't really go down like that. It was more of like a fetch, you know, like go, you know, the dog would fetch, go grab stuff, bring it back, you know, shit like that. So the dumbass seen the gator and thought it would be funny in front of a bunch of other inmates. He threw the, you know, the shit the dog was fetching out in the water near the gator. So once that thing hit the water, caught the gator's attention, then there goes the dog. Next thing you know, you got him. Dog goes under. Lost the dog. Dog got eaten by the alligator. Everything. And he thought it was so funny and cool. Man, that word got around about that dog. And I'll tell you what. The whole institution where I was at on the main compound wanted his head. Inmates that didn't even go to the work camp, that didn't even know the dog, that never even heard of the dog, that just knew of the situation, wanted his head. Now, the thing I will say, it was fucked up, you know. That's cruel as hell. You know, that's why I feel like he got everything he deserved. But not just the inmates, you know, felt some type of way about this, but the guards did also. So the guards would put him in a path of danger, you know. They would let people attack him. You get what I'm saying? They would literally encourage people to attack him. Tell people they'll get favors and they'll get, you know, things from them, contraband and, you know, cigarettes and stuff to attack this inmate. So when he was coming over to the main camp from the work camp after being attacked at the work camp, once he was coming there, the guards already put it in motion to get his ass attacked over this. You see what I'm saying? And it got to the point to where he ended up getting attacked on my compound once he came. You know what I'm saying? He got attacked, stabbed, everything, got put in confinement. Next thing you know, he was on PC, protective custody. There was inmates actually checking in on purpose to get put in protective custody just to get a hold of him. You know what I'm saying? And when it came time for him to get transferred to another institution, the guards told us months later he was stabbed again. He was attacked again. And what do you think happens when he went to another place after that place? Same follow through, same thing, same exact scenario is going to happen. That thing stuck with that individual throughout his whole bid. Now, don't get me wrong. People do cruel shit like that in real life. It is what it is. I understand, you know, there's a food chain. You get what I'm saying? And everything's on that list, whether it's eat or be eaten. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like you just took something that was cool to inmates. You know, I wasn't personally at the work camp, but me hearing about it, being away from animals for so long throughout my prison bid, seeing a damn cat or a stray dog running around is like the coolest shit because you ain't seen them in years. So that right there affected everybody, you see? And I feel like that's one of the craziest things that I heard about that made somebody want that inmate's head. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like if he had 10 years, I feel like he should have been wet up every month until his bid was over with. You know what I'm saying? Someone should have grabbed his ass right then there at that time, or just played it cool, just in case the gator was already, you know, full. They should have grabbed his ass and threw his ass in that water next. You feel me? Or waited a couple days and then, you know, had him, you know, see how it feels. You feel me? Because some inmates will jump on these gators and try to wrestle them and shit. Some people get bit. The gators go to doing that death roll shit all crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like nobody at that particular time that was there probably had the nuts to say anything to that inmate. You know what I'm saying? I would have just ran up and shoved that boy. You know, I would have shoved his ass down there in that water and see if the gator, you know, decides to let the dog go and go after the inmate, or if he decides to keep on drowning the dog. Because, you know, that's normally what they do. They'll drown something, you know, and they'll wait. They usually have holes down there in the water, and they'll drag you down there and let you go so you'll float up in the hole, though. And they'll come back and get you when you're all, you know, gooey and, you know, just soft, and you're just all pale white and like rubber. You feel me? That's what they usually do. They don't just eat you right then and there. You feel me? They let your ass, you know, go and, you know, wait till your ass is done data for a couple weeks. You feel me? But I feel like that's what should have happened to that inmate. They should have just did that. You know, all that poking him and shit, and then wherever he goes next, poke him again, wherever he goes next, which I know it scared the shit out of him. It has to. It will scare anybody. You're getting stabbed for something you did constantly. No matter where you go, it's following you. You understand? And this type of stuff happens every day inside of prison, as far as people stabbing you at different institutions that weren't even where you were, where you did whatever was wrong or whatever was flaw. You know, it just follows you wherever you go. Prison is such, you know, a small world within the world. You see what I'm saying? So it's like there could be hundreds of institutions
and you did something at this one institution, but it's going to affect you at all these other camps you go to, because word travels, boy. That's one dangerous thing, is word of mouth, you know? So I feel like him even being allowed to live, you know, or walk away from them inmates that seen it happen, or make it out of the first stabbing situation or out of the second stabbing situation, I feel like for him to even make it through all that and be able to live, I feel like he was spared. Because that type of thing, to do stuff like that, I feel like you deserve, you know, a little torture, you know. But he was just more scared than anything, you know, not knowing who's coming or where it's coming from, but you know why it's coming, and you know it is coming. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like, to me, that's one of the craziest things that I've seen inmates want another inmate's head over. You know, like, you see people want people's heads over spiders fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? There'll be spiders. It'll be his spider against his spider, and the next thing you know, he accidentally stepped on his spider, killed his spider. Next thing you know, he wants to stab him. Or, you know, you see certain things go down that has to involve insects or, you know, reptiles and stuff like that. But to grab a dog that everybody was friendly with and, you know, trick them into going into that water, you feel me? It's kind of like, damn, you know, just seeing him do that, you know, you look at him like, damn, you deserve to be right here, dog. You deserve to be in prison. Not that many people really deserve to be in there, you know, just the chomos, the sex offenders, rapists, you know, stuff like that. There's a lot of other people that are in there that are cool that don't deserve to be there. But I feel like doing that, when you're in this kind of place and environment, you know, you deserve all the harm that's coming your way. You feel me? And me personally, you know, I never got to come across the inmate. You feel me? But the way I am, who knows? You know, I might have poked him one time if I were to come across him. You get what I'm saying? But then it all depends on what I got going on. Am I really going to risk losing everything I had just to poke up some dude that I don't even know? You know what I'm saying? And you don't know how far they stretched what happened or how it really goes. But due to the fact that some of the people were attacking them and literally not even hiding it, like they were literally wetting them in front of the police, and the people were getting caught doing it, you know, it was like suicide missions, you feel me? By them doing that, it lets you know he really did do what they're saying he did. Nobody's just going off of the word of mouth. You feel me? And I feel like that's one of the craziest things that I've seen inmates want to attack somebody over. So I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about it and see what y'all think. Y'all let me know, would y'all want his head? Or do y'all feel like, hey, it's a dog-eat-dog world? You feel me? Your ass ain't food, your ass is prey, or vice versa. You feel me? What do y'all think? That's what the comment section's for. Like I said, there's plenty of other things inmates want other inmates' heads over. It could be street beef. It could be a female from the streets. It could be tattoos. It could be gang stuff. It could be gambling. It could be disrespect, which that's one thing that you'll see the most. You know, everybody feels like they're disrespected, even if somebody that is speaking to them is just trying to speak in respect manner, they'll try to take it as disrespect because everybody's an alpha in there. Everybody wants to feel like they're bigger and badder than the other. You know what I'm saying? So disrespect, I would say, is the most common thing that causes a lot of shit to go down inside of prison. Because you could get two people that mean no harm towards each other, but each one of them don't want to look like they're bowing down. It's a pride issue. So at the same time, he might be like, what up, bro? And then all he's got to say is what up, but he won't say what up like that. You feel me? Because he'll feel like the way that dude said, what up, bro? And he just said, what up? He'll feel like it makes him look lower than the guy with the tone of, what up, bro? So instead, he'll be like, what up, bro? You feel me? That'll be his response. And then now next thing you know, they're both going back and forth over the stupidest shit. But it's all on who's bigger and badder. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're somebody that's been to prison, you did time before, and they had, you know, people attacking people over different things that I didn't name, drop it in the comment section. Or if it's something that was kind of the same, let people know what was the craziest thing that people were trying to attack an inmate over when you were locked up. Like, I've seen people try to attack people because they would, like, you know, jack off and make a mess and leave it like on the sink where people could touch it, or like not cleaning up after themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be the littlest things that inmates want to attack inmates. Stealing is another thing that goes real far. The whole dorm might try to jump on you and beat your ass for stealing something. You know, they want you up out of that dorm. The whole dorm might come together and attack you. You feel me? But normally when it comes to that, the only people that would continue to try to attack you, even if you got transferred, would be the people you actually stole from. You know, the dorms that jumped you and beat your ass. It's not like everywhere you go now you're going to get whooped. You know what I'm saying? But tricking the dog into the water for that alligator to eat it. You know, that right there is a reason where I feel like he got what he deserved. I feel like he should have got worse. And who knows? He could have got worse than, you know, what I'm saying. You know, he could have continued and kept going. You never know. He could have got flatlined, or someone could have finally put his ass inside of a damn thing and let the alligator bite him or something later on, you know? But I just feel like something like that is just crazy, because on the streets and shit, you see stray cats and dogs, and you know, it's not really anything because you see them all the time. But when you're locked up, out of sight, out of mind, and you're away from the streets and you're gone, when you see something like that, you care that you've seen it, you know, because it's like you may never see it again. If you know, like if you only see one cat throughout your whole prison bid, that just shows you were lucky to see that one cat. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of people took that shit to heart and wanted his head over there. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. That's the reason I feel like it was such a big thing, you know, because people who didn't even know him was ready to, you know, stab that boy up. You feel me? But that's all I got for y'all today, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think he was wrong? Do you think he deserved to do what he wanted to do? What do y'all think? I feel like he should have been dealt with even harsher than he was dealt with. You get what I'm saying? What would y'all do? Okay, now me personally, I will tell y'all this. If I was there and I seen him do it, like I said, I would have shoved him in the water. At least I would have shoved his ass in that water. I would have been the one out of everybody there that would have at least tried to, you know what I'm saying? If he would have jumped up on that bullshit, I would have already been prepared to fight. Like, I'm not going to push you and not expect you not to fight. So I'm already ready to fight. So if you jump up on that rah-rah, I'm just going to attack your ass too. You feel me? Now, if you were there, what would you have done? Would you have just turned your shoulder like everybody else did and just, it is what it is? Or be like, damn, man, I really like that dog, man. Like, that's crazy, bro. You know, every time something's going good or there's something that's fun going on, somebody ruins it for everybody. You get what I'm saying? And there was never another dog they let run around like that. That dog was just that one dog. You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't like, oh, he's gone. Okay, well, let's just let him out now and he'll be the one that everybody's cool with. It didn't work like that. That dog was known. That dog was there for years. He like never tried to leave. You see what I'm saying? Like, he was like in prison but loved it. You see what I'm saying? It was like he was like a chain gang like dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, he literally chose to live there. Felt like he had the best life and never suspected to go out the way he did, because if he was suspecting it, he wanted to trust that inmate. Think about it. How many people he comes across each day, and he trusted one enough to follow whatever he threw in that water. You see? So it just shows like that was a piece of shit move, and me, I feel like he got what he deserved, you know? That's my opinion. That's what the comment section's for. Y'all let me know. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. But like I always say, make sure you keep them rats, squares, clowns, chomos, pedos, gunners, wannabe island boys, and clout chasers out your circle. And until next time, this the one and only. I am my team, Frog.
I'm a criminal. I'm a cool nigga, but I got a limit though.
I'm a cool nigga, but I got a limit though. Cause I'm a criminal. Yeah, I'm a criminal.